Welcome to my YouTube automotive channel. In today's video I'm sitting in a 2019 GMC Terrain and I will show you how to remove and replace the climate control unit. This video will apply to second generation GMC Terrains made from 2018 all the way up to 2024. Now what's happening with this? All the buttons work and everything, but the backlight, LED backlight stopped working on a couple of those buttons, and that's actually a very common thing on these GMC Terrains and Acadias. In the last year or so I had like 10 or 15 of them, and each one of them had this problem. I sold a couple of units and then the customers complained, so I just decided if I see this problem I will fix it. So I got a brand new climate control unit from a GMC dealer. Like, here is the part number. Now the thing is, based on the year and the trim level of the GMC Terrain, this part number might be different. To my knowledge there is 4 different ones. They look the same, everything is the same, but part number is different. So probably you have to call the dealer, give them the VIN number of the vehicle, and then they can give you the right part number, and then buy the part from the dealer. If you get the used one from a salvage, you risk that piece not working. The price of a new one is like $180, so it's not too bad. Basically what has to be done, a bunch of these trim pieces on the dashboard have to be removed to be able to gain access to couple of mounting screws. You have to be quite careful not to break anything, because those are all plastic pieces, right? So the best tools to use would be something like this, like a plastic trim remover. I have a big one and a small one as well, just not to make any scratches to the dashboard. You can even use a flat screwdriver, but in that case you have to be very careful. And one more tip, it's a good idea to disconnect the battery before you disconnect anything electrical, just to be safe. Okay, so I want to start by popping out this insert right here. So just pry it out, right, and gently pull it away. I will show you, there is a couple of plastic tabs holding it. That's why I said you have to be careful not to break these tabs. Now you will do the same thing on this side as well. Okay, once the other piece is off as well, next thing you will do, you will have to pop out this complete piece. Okay, to do that, first you will have to pop out this insert on the passenger side. Again, there is a bunch of these plastic tabs holding it. And you have to be really careful not to break anything, right? Okay. And the next thing, you have to remove this screw right here. You will need a 7mm socket to remove this guy. And once you have it off, now you have to pop out this complete assembly. So again, you want to gently pull it over yourself. I'll have to use both of my hands while doing it, but it's the same thing. You want to use plastic trim removers, and you want to use your hands to kind of pop it out. I am halfway there. It's really not too hard. I just want to show you how it looks. You see there's a bunch of these plastic things in the back. So I grabbed it here and gently pulled towards myself. I grabbed it down here, pulled it out, and same thing here, right? Just pop it out. Okay, now one more tip. I almost completely removed this piece, but I think it's a good idea just to remove this cover here as well, because it's kind of here on the way. So try to pop off this cover, and then this piece should be easier to remove here around this area. Okay, so I've got this cover off. It also just pops out. And now I still think we'll have to remove these two screws here as well to try and completely remove this assembly, because I'm having a hard time pulling this piece out just down here. I've got it separated here, it's all nice and loose, so just down here is the problem. Then you'll have two more screws to remove just up here, one on this side and one on the opposite side. And once those two are out, you can completely slide this piece off. And now this should give you enough space to actually remove this big trim piece. You see there's just two connectors down here, but it was blocking. This piece down here was just blocked behind this part. So yeah, first remove this and then just you can remove this as well. Now if you want to completely remove this piece so it's not on the way, you just have to disconnect the start button. To do that, okay, I'll zoom it in. First you have to pull out this red safety clip a bit, and then just push here onto this tab and disconnect it. So I'll show you here one more time. See, so first push this with a flat screwdriver out and then just push here and pull out, and then this will be off the way completely for you to work here. Okay, this piece you don't really have to completely remove and disconnect. It will not be on the way, because next thing you will be removing this whole assembly. Next thing, you will have to remove 6-7 millimeter screws, one here, one here, one here on the top, and 3 on the other side as well, here, here and here. Okay, once you have these guys out, there's still one more screw down here, so remove that one as well. Okay, and now finally this complete assembly should be nice and loose, but you have to be careful. It will still be held by a bunch of those plastic things, right, like this. So again, you have to kind of pop it out all around to be able to remove it, right? Or maybe just gently pull with your hand. Okay, see, I can do it with one hand. Now the last thing to do is to disconnect some wiring on the back. Okay, I will show you now how to disconnect these things. So this one first on the top, there's just a small tab. Here you want to press it and pull it out. Now the one next to it, you'll have this like a safety pin inside. You see this white piece. We first have to kind of let me zoom it in if I can. You have to push it out with your flat screwdriver, and once you do that, you can press onto this black tab and disconnect the screen. Okay, I can't really zoom it in, but okay, I hope you can see it. Okay, so I was able to turn this upside down to show you the other ones. Now these guys, same thing. You see this white piece in the middle, that's the safety clip. You have to push it out and then disconnect. Same thing like the one I just showed you. Then this one, you see this small black tab on the left side. Okay, just here you just have to push that with a flat screwdriver and pull it out, and this one is easy. There is like a tab you have to push here and disconnect. And now finally I have this complete piece off, right? And one more time I will quickly show you these connectors. So same thing, safety pin and then a clip. This one, like I said, small tab here which just have to push, and this one is very easy. Just press with your finger here and pull it out. And now the last thing to do is to remove this climate controls thing from the complete assembly. And again, you have to pry it out. I'll use both of my hands, but I will show you. It's gonna be held, you see, by a bunch of these tabs right all around. So what you have to do, you have to kind of push all of these tabs to release and then leave the assembly out. Like I said, I'll have to use both of my hands to do this. Okay, and finally I have the piece out, and now next thing to do is just install back the new piece. I will not be recording how I'm installing it back. It's pretty obvious. You just follow everything in reverse. First you install this back in, then you install back this assembly, hook up all the wiring. Next thing to do is to install this thing back in and put all the plastic pieces back together. And here you can see these are those clips that are holding it in place. And unfortunately all these had to be removed, so these can be replaced. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful and educational. If it was, please like it and consider subscribing to my YouTube automotive channel. On my channel there is lots of how-to videos, do-it-yourself videos, car reviews, product reviews and other similar automotive topics.